A chain of islands closer than you think, a giant hole in the ground, and world-famous homemade fudge? We're on a virtual field trip around the world, crisscrossing the globe, exploring, learning, and having fun. Folks, no exiting the aircraft before the show is over because it is a Vacation Tuesday. Hi, I'm Erik the Travel Guy, and welcome to Vacation Tuesday. In case you're joining us for the first time, or you are back again for more, thank you for being here on our virtual field trip this week. Let's talk a little bit about geography for just a second. How many countries are there on planet Earth? Well, let's have a look at our map of the world. Let's see, here we go. There are 195 countries in the world. Now, this total is comprised of 193 countries that are member states of the United Nations, and 2 countries that are non-member observer states, the Holy See and the State of Palestine. Do you know where in the world the United Nations is located? Well, it's right here in the United States, in New York City to be specific. As you already know, the entire world is filled with a lot to see and do. Man-made structures such as the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the Great Wall of China, the Hoover Dam, the Panama Canal, places with prominent spots in history, such as the Capitol Steps in Washington, D.C., the Acropolis in Athens, or the Colosseum in Rome are just a few that I can think of. Well, then you've got the natural wonders, such as Niagara Falls come to mind, the Amazon jungle, the Sahara Desert, and one of my personal favorites, the Grand Canyon. Have you been? Well, if not, I have to tell you, it is frankly very hard to describe. Good news, we've got a video for that.
At the conclusion of each day, the sun sets, as it has done since the dawn of time. The comforting cerulean blue sky gives way to vibrant shades of orange, red, and yellow. And if you take a moment to ponder, your thoughts may just take you to the American West, where a picture-perfect sunset is seen almost every night. And one of the world's most spectacular wonders is the Grand Canyon. This nature-made destination measures 277 miles long and up to 18 miles wide and more than a mile deep. Recent geological studies support the theory that the Colorado River established this course almost 6 million years ago. For thousands of years, Native American tribes have lived on these lands, and today, it's part of the National Park Service. More than 5 million visitors make their way to Grand Canyon National Park each year. And it's easy to see why. Billions of memories have been created here by generations from every corner of the globe. So take a second to remember, the Grand Canyon truly is a world wonder that's been picture perfect for an unimaginable test of time.
Yeah, so here's the deal. The Grand Canyon is spectacular. It's part of the National Park System, and you can always find really useful information about this national treasure by having a look at nps.gov. Now, you may not know this about me, but I love water. Specifically, I am fascinated by the ocean. Did you know about 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water, and about 96% of that is ocean water? I know, it's crazy to even imagine how much water that is. But by taking a short flight from Boston over the ocean, you'll touch down on an archipelago of 9 islands located in the North Atlantic Ocean. It's about 2 hours from Europe and about 5 hours from North America. These islands are known as the Azores. And I can't think of a better tour guide than, well, me. Hi, I'm Erik the Travel Guy. Today, we're in the Azores, so that means turn up the volume. It's time for full screen fun. Let's go, people.
The Azores consist of 9 islands located just off the coast of Portugal in the Atlantic Ocean. When you visit, you'll experience sensory immersion from all the gorgeous colors of the scenery. I suggest you start your visit here on the island of São Miguel in the town of Punta Delgada.
Getting to the Azores is a lot easier than you might imagine. Now you've got nonstop service from Toronto and from Boston on Azores Airlines, and then you've got nonstop seasonal service on Delta from New York, and you will fly right in here.
If you're already in Portugal, you can easily hop on tap from Lisbon or Porto.
Where you're going to stay on your next unforgettable Azores vacation is easy when you stay here. This is the Grand Hotel. Get ready to be impressed.
This luxurious property features gorgeous ocean views, spacious guest rooms and suite accommodations, delicious meals, and handcrafted cocktails. And it's perfectly situated just steps away from downtown. This is where I stayed, and I loved it. It's just one of the logistics my good friends at Azores Getaways can help you with. They'll also plan your itinerary, book your tours, and pick you up right from your hotel.
Here's something you may not know. The pineapple is a symbol of welcome, friendship, and hospitality. Kind of like being here in the Azores. Well, I suggest when you're here on the South Coast, take a tour of a pineapple plantation. Let's go.
Taking a tour of this pineapple plantation is just one of the unique experiences here. After my short tour and a pineapple product fashion show, I walked along the black sand beaches, took a tea factory tour, traversed windy and beautiful roads, drank purple tea, took nature walks, ate delicious food every day and night, took a plunge, and explored the town square. And the rumors are true. I had a lovely afternoon with a wheel of cheese. But listen, whatever you do, make sure you go a little off the beaten path for the king's view.
You know, you could spend a lot of time trying to put it into words. Oh, how do you say what this looks like? Well, my suggestion, just show up. You'll feel it.
Nature's beauty is on full display here almost year-round. I suggest a trip in the summer months where the air is warm, the sun is out, and the flowers are in full bloom.
I know, it's a lot. The unbelievable scenery, the Azorean culture, the people, the food. Well, I have a suggestion for you. First, watch this video again, of course. Then, go to Azores Getaways and let them handle every detail of your next unforgettable vacation here. I'm Erik the Travel Guy. That's what I got.
Hey guys, don't forget to join us every Tuesday right after the program, or again at 1:30 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday for a little live Q&A about this week's show. I will be there to answer your questions about the program or any other travel questions you may have right here on the homepage of vacationtuesday.com.
Thank you for watching Vacation Tuesday, and here's a little factoid for you. I attended college in one of the greatest cities in America. That would be Chicago, Illinois. It's this country's third largest city by population, and it's located on the shore of Lake Michigan. And one of the coolest things you can do is tilt. Allow me to explain. Tilt is a part of 360 Chicago, which is located on the 94th floor of 875 North Michigan Avenue. That's formerly the John Hancock Center in the heart of Chicago's famous Magnificent Mile shopping district. I'm not sure people really understand how spectacular the views are. And we're intelligent people, yet we come up here and you hear the gasps every day, don't you?
Every day, every day. And the views, they never get old. They're different every day.
Right.
We really do have the best views in the city. So we're just a block off Michigan Avenue. We're looking down south at the Loop and downtown Chicago. You can't get this view anywhere else in the city.
No, you guys spent a tremendous amount of money and time, energy, and effort to really perfect the experience. So tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So there's been an observation deck on this floor since the John Hancock Center opened in 1970.
Yep.
When it opened, it was the tallest mixed-use building in the world. And since 2012, we've put about $11 million into the experience. So everything that you see is brand new. We really went through and put a lot of thought into the guest experience and the type of information that they would be interested in learning about Chicago and its neighborhoods and its incredible history. And then up here on the 94th floor, we put in Tilt, which is our thrill feature. I think we're gonna get over there and experience that shortly.
I can't wait. You have to go with me.
I will.
I might get a little
of course.
scared. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's okay.
No problem. I'll be there
this.
right with you.
Okay,
Yep,
good.
I'm a pro at it. We also have Bar 94 up here, which is our bar and cafe. And we have new technology on the floor that encourages our guests to learn about the city and the skyline and the different iconic buildings that you can see from up here.
I think that's really interesting because, once again, it's one thing to come up and of course, take great pictures and great selfies. That's for the kids, the selfies, you know. That's one thing, and really to see what there is to see. But to learn about that and to take one step further, I really appreciate the fact that you guys took the time to say, you know, Chicago's about neighborhoods.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Sure. So, you know, our team is very local. So most of our team's born and raised in Chicago or in the very near suburbs. So we knew there were incredible stories here that we wanted to tell. Chicago's a city of neighborhoods. There's 77 neighborhoods in the city of Chicago. We picked 8 of them to tell their story. Had to pick 8.
Right.
And so we use a combination of video interviews with residents of those neighborhoods and really incredible imagery and the history of the neighborhoods to just give our guests a little bit of information and to give them a chance to learn more about this incredible city and the story that it has to tell.
Best time of year, best time of day.
The city looks different all the time, right? So now you're at the beginning of the summer, the city's starting to look green, the lake is beautiful and blue, there's boats on the water, there's people on the beach. If you come back in the fall, we've got beautiful views of all the parks around. You know, Chicago's a city famous for its parks. Our city motto is City in a Garden. So you can see all the parks starting to turn colors in the fall. In the winter, the lake can be covered in a sheet of ice and snow, and it's stunningly beautiful and really surprises people when they come up here in the winter because they're not expecting that type of beauty in the dead of winter. And then, of course, in the spring, as the city starts to come alive again. So if you come just before sunset, you can get the day view. And then you've got a beautiful sunset on the west side. We have the best sunset view in the city. We have unobstructed views to the west. We put in some seating there so our guests can get a glass of champagne from the bar, sit down on our stadium seating, watch the sunset view to the west, and then you can watch the city lights start to come on. And the city twinkles a bit like a crown at night with all the lights around us.
I knew you were a hopeless romantic. I knew that was the case. It is terribly romantic. Thank you for this.
Yes, of course.
Tilt. It's time to tilt.
Let's do it.
In the interest of full disclosure, I am not afraid of heights, but I'll tell you this, those views were pretty spectacular. Chicago is just one of the unique places filled with art, history, culture, delicious food, and so much more. So plan a trip in the early fall or late spring. We're a little short on time, but before we go, another unique place in the Midwest is Mackinac Island, Michigan. The upper Midwest, to be specific. I've been several times over the years, and on my most recent trip, I learned how to make a delicious confection. How long have you been making fudge?
I started in 1950.
Somebody who has not been here before, what advice would you give them?
You got to spend the night. You can't get it all done in one day.
Got it.
You have to be here at night and see the change that goes on.
And because it does.
When the last boat leaves, crowds are gone and everything is just totally different at night.
Can we make a little bit together?
Sure.
Can you make fudge at home? Can people make fudge at home?
If they have a marble slab.
Where are we so far here?
Well, this batch is cooled. It's ready to be worked. We're going to take these irons off and cream it.
All right, so what do we do first?
Got to turn it completely over to blend it all together.
Victor, I could smell the fudge outside.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You make it look so easy.
It is.
Why is fudge so important on Mackinac Island?
When you make candies, nothing is ever wasted. Most fudge is made from other chocolates. When you're making chocolates, everything that's left over goes in the fudge, and then it gets recooked. So there is nothing goes in the garbage can.
Really?
And on Mackinac, it's pure.
How long will this go?
5 minutes.
Can I try it? Would you let me try it?
Try.
So it's this, and then just flip it over?
Yep.
All right. But you're right, you got to watch the edge. Wow. How many different flavors?
15.
About 15. Your favorite flavor?
Pecan.
Pecan. How will you know when you're done with this part of the process?
By the feel of it.
From the tool?
Yeah.
And the consistency?
Yeah.
That's so cool. What's the temperature of this right now? Ish, about?
110, 15.
What did it start at?
235.
235. I certainly can understand why people stand in the window and watch the entire process. It's mesmerizing.
Yep.
Look at the face.
Yeah.
I love it. He's so excited.
When I get done, it's going to look just like it does in the counter.
Homemade fudge seems to be the epitome of vacation. That just says vacation to me. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yep.
That's it. This entire process took how many minutes? Less than 10?
Oh, yeah. After you taste this, you'll know this is the best.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how long will this last?
If it's got moisture around, week, 10 days, 2 weeks. If it's in the wintertime in a dry house, it don't last long.
No, it's
because it dries out.
Because it dries out. Somebody that's never been to Mackinac Island, how do you describe this island to them?
Most fantastic place I've ever been.
Why?
I just love it here. The sights, the no cars, the beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah.
There,
Oh my
try
gosh,
it.
look. You got to try it with me. Come on.
I got another piece. That's yours.
Oh, this is mine? Okay. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, wow.
You all right?
Oh, I think so. That's pretty incredible, man. Oh my gosh. Victor, thank you, my friend. In case you're wondering, that fudge was delicious, as was everything else I sampled in that candy store. Listen, I love Mackinac Island. I love the state of Michigan for that matter, but I love the quaint charm of Mackinac. I love the horse-drawn carriages. I love the fudge. I love the food. Whew, I need to sit down. Hold on a second. I need to get ready for another episode of Vacation Tuesday. I'm Erik the Travel Guy. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.